So Disney already confirmed that their new upcoming streaming service called Disney Plus is indeed going to be on the PS4. So PS4 owners are going to get to enjoy a lot of Disney content when it comes to Disney Plus, and that's pretty much the service that Disney decided to make after putting most of their shows on Netflix, whether we're talking about their animated shows, whether we're talking about Star Wars, Marvel. A lot of their properties were on Netflix, and then they said, well, we can do a better job than Netflix, so they pretty much removed everything Disney related, and now it's moving it over to their own streaming service. And indeed, they are going to have their own streaming service called Disney Plus, and it is coming to the PS4. But here's the thing that is actually pretty great. It looks like the Disney Plus service that's like Netflix is going to be coming to the Xbox One and potentially the Nintendo Switch. Now, there's no proof to back this up, but it looks like on the internet Disney did kind of tease this, and it could be true that it is coming to the Xbox One. But if it is coming to the Nintendo Switch, that is actually a big deal, because you guys know when it comes to things other than gaming, there's not too much you can do outside of gaming on the Nintendo Switch. Now, when it comes to the other big two gaming platforms, whether we're talking about the PS4 or the Xbox One, the PS4 and the Xbox One do have more value when it comes to other content outside of gaming. You can do more with their consoles, but the Nintendo Switch always seems like it's lacking in that department. So it would be kind of brilliant to have Disney Plus on the Nintendo Switch. If Disney does decide to put Disney Plus on the Nintendo Switch, I think it would get a lot of people to potentially subscribe to Disney Plus, because if you think about it, the Nintendo Switch is a portable system, and it can act like a tablet, and a lot of people may want to carry their Nintendo Switch around with them. Although, of course, the Nintendo Switch doesn't have LTE service, so you couldn't take it out with you unless you had a Wi-Fi hotspot on you. But even to have a portable device like the Nintendo Switch that has great games to back it up, and then on top of that, if it has something like Disney Plus, a lot of people may be excited to actually subscribe to Disney Plus. It would actually be funny if Disney Plus actually comes out before Netflix comes out on the Nintendo Switch, because there is nowhere in sight that and there's also no evidence that Netflix is actually coming to the Nintendo Switch. Will we get it by the end of the Nintendo Switch's life cycle? It's really possible that we would get a Netflix coming to the Nintendo Switch when it comes to the end of the life cycle of the Nintendo Switch. But as of right now, it looks like the Nintendo Switch is not going to be getting Netflix anytime soon. So this would also be a substitution for Netflix not being on the Nintendo Switch. And it would be kind of interesting to have a place where you can get all of the Disney content on Disney Plus on your Nintendo Switch. And then on top of that, it would also give the Nintendo Switch more options when it comes to entertainment outside of video games. We would have things like Hulu, the comic book readers, that there's a couple of them on the Nintendo Switch. And then we also have YouTube, which YouTube is the biggest one on the Nintendo Switch. Speaking of those other entertainment options on the Nintendo Switch, I didn't realize how much I actually use YouTube on the Nintendo Switch. I don't use it every time I boot up. I use it once in a while, but my play log right now says I've used it about 40 or 50 hours, and that's more than I actually expected to use YouTube on the Nintendo Switch. So if Netflix came to the Nintendo Switch, I may really be enticed to use Netflix on the Nintendo Switch, and maybe I'll even subscribe to Disney Plus. This is also something else I wanted to rant about really quickly that's kind of related to this. It does kind of suck that now that Disney has pulled almost all their assets off of Netflix and moving them over to their own streaming service, Disney Plus, it's really kind of annoying now how you have to subscribe to all these different services, whether you want to watch content from HBO, because they have a lot of shows like Game of Thrones, which are exclusive to HBO, so you have to subscribe to that. And then if you want other content, you have to go to Netflix, and then you have to go to HBO, and now you have to go to Disney. It just seems like you're spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars on all these subscription service, whether we're talking about TV shows and movies, or whether we're talking about music streaming services, gaming streaming services now, like the upcoming Google Stadia or the Xbox Games Pass that's been out for quite some time. It really does seem like all these subscription services really do eat in your wallet, and it's kind of unfortunate that Disney did decide to pull all their assets off of Netflix and is moving them to a Disney Plus, because that means we have to spend more out of our pocket, especially if you're a big fan of Marvel movies and potentially Fox movies now, since they did buy out Fox, if you're unaware of that. So they do own Fox now, they do own Star Wars, Marvel, and they do have their own shows as well when it comes to animation. I'm not sure how Pixar is going to work on Disney Plus. I really didn't do my research all too much, but I do know most of their assets are going to be on Disney Plus, and they were moving them them to Netflix, so that does kind of suck. I just wanted to rant about that really quickly because it is kind of frustrating how you have to sometimes just pay for all these different services because not one service has all the types of movies and TV shows that you want to watch, so you end up paying for a lot of different services, and it seems like it's a money sink when it comes to your wallet. But anyway, this could be potentially great news for the Nintendo Switch if the Nintendo Switch does get Disney Plus. Anyway, guys, this is Wayne from My Tech News, signing out.